Hi, Sam. Here's an example that will hopefully help you out. So I just made up this data, but pretend I have variables and I'm trying to look at participation. So I asked individuals whether their likelihood of voting, donating money, volunteering for a campaign, and displaying a yard sign, and say that their choices were on a 1 to 5 ordinal scale, where 1 was something like very unlikely and 5 was something like very likely. I'm thinking your data was measured in a similar way. And if that's true, then this example would work for you. So if I simply wanted to make one variable that was a summary of participation, and this fancy word is creating an index, but as long as they're measured in the same manner, with like 1 being very unlikely and 5 being very likely, I can simply just add them together to create an index. um, so what I would do is start by going to transform, and then I can just go to compute variable. The first thing I do is I just give it a name. So if I wanted to call this like participation index, for instance, I can name it whatever I want, just no spaces, remember. So you could do one for, school spirit, your different things that you're thinking about creating this index type variable to. And then all I'm going to do is I'm going to go through and I'm going to add um, my different variables together, just moving them over. And I'm adding these 4 because these 4 are my participation ones. Obviously, you're going to add whichever ones, are of interest to you. All right, so what happens if I do this? So again, I just typed in the title and I'm just adding my different variables together. I hit OK. Let me go back to my data set. So you can see now that I have now a participation index variable that now, instead of being on a scale of 1 to 5, it's 1, 2, 3, 4. It would be on a scale from 4 to 20. So this individual said 1 on everything. Obviously, they're a 4. Oops, well, this one's kind of off because I put a 6 in there, but just pretend I didn't do that. But anyway, it's as simple. You can do it hopefully as simple as just adding them together. If I'm incorrect and your data is not like in an ordinal scale format similar to what I showed you, then we'll go back to the drawing board. But hopefully this helps.